use that. It never used. Whoops. I don't know if you can hear me over the noise of the agitator in the background, but we'll give it a go anyway. Today we are going to put out some power washings on our fields. Today is the 16th of September. We can't spread any more chemical fertilizer, so we have to use our Slurry that bit more. Now, ground conditions have been absolutely terrible for the last, I don't know, maybe a month to 3 weeks. But we're going to chance it. I have the 7090 turbo agitated, and I'll hook up the Puma to the tank and we'll chance a few loads on our driest grounds. But I'm hoping we don't do any damage. Why am I attempting Slurry after so much rain? Well, my power washing tank is full, and there is a dry spell in the weather. So the last 2 days we haven't had much rain, but there is a lot of rain giving off tonight. So I'm taking a chance that I can spray it on this power wash on my field without doing too much damage. Because after tomorrow's rain, it could be all over me. Now the field that I'm going spreading is, I suppose, a more pencily kind of ground. It's higher up than what I normally have. So we have, if you go through geological maps, we have pencily ground, we have peat ground, and then we have a limestone vein going through our land. And so there is a complete difference in ground conditions between the three. So the pencil ground is still relatively dry, a bit greasy on the top surface, but the maximum was not able to pull the tanker up in these sort of conditions. So I'd be interested to see how the Puma fares. Now, Puma obviously longer wheelbase, heavier tractor, so I'm expecting it to do a lot better. But it has been a lot more rain than what I normally would be putting out Slurry on, so we'll see how it goes. See what will it? I don't know. Power on. So you can just see the cows there in the distance. Gathering, sorry for the raindrops, I'll clear that off. Cows gathering in the distance. But yeah, don't mind the thistles either. Now, let's get a move on. So I'm going to go down, going to lead the cows across the main road. They can come into the house, eat a bit of silage before milking. I'll spread this load in the field that it came out of, and hopefully I don't make an absolute mess of the field. So this is the paddock the cows have grazed today. Didn't do a great job in cleaning it out, but it's reasonably dry. Now this is where the limestone vein comes through our land, so I'm expecting this to be dry. You can see there, not doing too much damage. A small bit of a print, but we'll get over that. I'll do these two paddocks as well, and we'll see how they graze out the next paddock there. I'm absolutely shocked at how good the ground conditions are actually here. I'm only leaving a small bit of a print, just the lugs on the tyres. But yeah, no, the clean out is shocking. The cows don't seem to have any interest in grazing the grass that's left, but we'll try our best to clean it off as much as possible. If the weather doesn't improve, this will probably they won't be in here again. But we'll see how the weather goes. It might improve. I might get another rotation out of them. So that's where the cows are going tomorrow. The bull's pen needs cleaning out, so clean out all the heavy patties there and then power wash it. So time to get the
never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in.
just finished up the portion there. The father's going to continue. I'm going to go milk the cows now. Conditions still haven't improved on the farm, so feeding the heifer silage now. Yeah. So I've given the cows the option of silage and grass once again. They can move between the field and the feeding passage or the feeding barrier whenever they like. Ground conditions still not great, but we'll have to make do. I'll just go down here now, we'll have a look at them. So the ladies are grazing here now. Plenty of grass here in this field. It should have probably been grazed 2 weeks ago, but look, the conditions were just brutal. But yeah, they're happy out here now grazing. Don't mind them, a few docks, I'm gonna find them, but the field isn't perfect. I'll just show you now that there is wet spots in it, and I'm just gonna have to live and learn. So, obviously here, pull the water. This is just a bare patch where the tractor was going over. And look at here, like this is just absolutely very soft. But down there it's not too bad. You can see this is where I got stuck in the spring. But yeah, plenty of grass. Our paddock system, we have multiple gaps. So the cows are going in below here to the field to avoid this puddly gap. Yeah, it's just pure muck running down off the roadway here and comes into this field, and it makes it right mucky. But the ladies can go down there, and they have another entrance right there beside that black cow. Like I said, multiple entrances into paddocks because we do have heavy soils here, and we have to work it that way to graze out fields. Rather than putting in spur roads, we just put in multiple gaps to prevent damage. It's good. Go on, ladies. Now I'm just going to open this gap so that these ladies can exit the field through here. They'll do minimal damage because they're not travelling through it twice. So hopefully they stay there now, and hopefully the night stays dry. But like I said, they have 4 bales of silage inside that they can access underneath. You can see the cows going in there. For this week, not much else is going on really, but if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for taking the time to watch. Yeah, we'll stay grazing until we can, and hopefully the weather does improve some bit. Look, weather is touch and go. I'm just picking and choosing the days I can graze by night. They've been in, I think it's 4 or 5 nights now, 4 or 5 nights this week, give or take. I'm trying to remember my days. Definitely last night they were in anyway with the heavy rain on the Tuesday. But yeah, just picking and choosing the days I can graze, and hopefully there's a high pressure on the way, and hopefully that keeps me out for another fortnight, and hopefully I get my silage in as well. But there they are, happy out. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.